Okay. Hmm. That is the wrong sword. Okay. There it is. That is. Oh, alright. Good to know that the mic works incredibly well. Sadly, the muffler doesn't work. I really need to get a mic that can do sound cancelling. God damn it. Alright. I don't plan to put this anywhere since this is just for more of my relaxation at this point, which you know is normal. Coral Highlands, since that'll be the quickest going from top to bottom. So it just lasts. That I don't need a reminder. God damn. A pain. Trying to like figure out like the best spot for this. So finished most of the story, which due to basically just it's really the loading times that kind of slow it down a lot. PS5 has like a faster SSD, which is kind of something with the PS4 hardware. If I've seen people test the SSD in it, and it doesn't really make a difference. Which to me is fine for the most part. Really gotta put this out of the way.
These tracks will help with our Elder Dragon investigation.
I'm trying to put this in a way to where it's not like out of the way or sputtering me. Still not used to it. Actually, if I prefer, isn't that just? Nope, no. It. She has further. Okay, all right. But yeah, kill Blackveil Volzok. Now, on how I usually would play through Iceborne, usually I would like prepare and do like extra stuff before fighting Volzok, due to the fact that Volzok itself is like interesting. Well, I wouldn't say interesting, but it's certainly a fight that majority of us just hate because goddamn effluvia. That's a key red. You're not territorial. I will take these footprints though. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of that is another current dev. Where is the regular footprints? Okay. It's going this direction. But yeah, Volzok is not really a fight I particularly favor most of the time, but by the time I do fight Volzok, I usually have like a fire weapon ready. Now, the fire weapon I was going to be using for the Volzok fight, which would have been better. Let me go say hello. No. I'm going this way. Peace. That's cute, but okay. Yeah, Volzok in general is just not really what I would consider like a good fight. Could it be improved? Yes. The problem with Volhazok's fight is that you need much bigger, or like a much bigger arena for Volhazok to actually function properly, which could be easily done if they had thought about that, but you know, they never really got around to doing it. So, and regular Volhazok is fine. It's just the effluvium, which at that point you might as well, you know, use anything else to fight him. Because regular Volhazok takes, like, I believe it's the same weaknesses as Black Veil, which, you know, says something at least, but the fight itself is not really that much interesting. I never really thought of Volhazok's fight to be like the best thing that I've done, because regular Volhazok is basically just a DPS check. You don't really do anything other than beat the crap out of him, and then that is that's Pookie Pookie. Alright. Yep. Regular Vol that is also Pookie Pookie. Alright. He's on the map. This is a problem, because these are the exact same areas that insert there. Thank you. No water puddles. Yeah. But yeah, Black Veil Volhazok is not really anything that I would consider much. The area of denial is a very good concept. The problem comes when you can't tell where the hell is safe. I find that the fight itself is fine if you can actually tell what is actually going on halfway through, because the fight itself straight up just doesn't help with actually understanding, like, where, you know, everything is, how the fight functions. And then there's also the factor of, like, when he does cause like an area denial, the hitbox for the actual area is actually slightly bigger than what is visually shown, like just a slight bit, to the point of where it actually does throw you off. And in my honest opinion, I don't think the player should be punished for that, because if they didn't work on the hitbox properly, for instance, the gas attack, right? I think if anybody did actually watch last stream when I was doing that, I normally, how I usually use the insect glaive generally, and it's how I also use it in Monster Hunter for Ultimate, including the older gen games, is use it as a way to dodge monster attacks. It is good. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again. I'm very sure that go up. I'm very sure you're supposed to have grabbed there we go. Dear Lord. I could have just ran after falling down, but no. Just doing the fight in general, like hopping over the attack and then getting immediately hit as soon as it's like the hitbox itself looks like it should have dissipated, but it lingers. So you basically have to run back, hop up, and then shoot the insect glaive back in order to consistently dodge the attack. Because if you bunny hop as soon as like you think the attack is safe, you immediately get punished. And yeah, it took a bit to kind of like see that, because I was like thinking, oh no, I just probably mistimed it. I didn't mistime it. And Monster Hunter is one of those games where it's just, I don't think about half the actions I do, I just do them, and it's just how I play the game in general. But when it comes to just that, I really did find that was probably the most bullshit I've ever had to deal with, because that of all things was never supposed to happen at all. Period. Not really something I consider like a regular basis of like, oh hey, this attack didn't hit me. It's 100% on me, and then I know monster hitboxes. So when you're cursed with the knowledge of understanding the hitboxes in the game, alright, okay, you see that? That's bullshit. Why the hell is it like one off? They can give me like one extra footprint? You bastards. But yeah, hitboxes in Monster Hunter as a whole has been janky. I think the best the hitboxes have been was like, and I'm not gonna say Generations. I know some people want me to. I know some people would say Generations. It's 4 Ultimate. And it's not me glazing 4 Ultimate, because I've played 4 Ultimate and its hitboxes. Majority of the hitboxes in 4 Ultimate are more or less a lot tighter than you would expect. I thought that World's hitboxes were extremely tight. Yes. Hi. So you're gonna give me the quest? No? 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 Okay. Alright. I'll kindly go fuck myself, I guess. But yeah, the hitboxes in this game as well has been weird. But when it came to that is so freaking weird. Alright, yeah, it's just don't worry about that. It's just checking stuff while I'm waiting, because you can do that when it's so goddamn slow. But yeah, holy crap. But right, Shrinav. That is an interesting point of consensus. Alright. Yeah. Generation, yeah, hitboxes, fun, brain, work with me today, please. Alright. I would say the Monster Hunter isn't really one of the okay, give me like about a couple seconds on this.
Already, huh?
No, well, you know, he looks really weird just staring you in the face, but that's fine.
Let's go.
I don't I know some people regard World as like their favorite and the best and all these things, and they go and play the other Monster games and they try to like get that same feeling that World gave them. I really don't understand it. What what I would particularly say, and this is something just in my own opinion when it comes to people that come and play Monster Hunter, and they come and play the other games and they don't like the other games, and they have like this skewed expectation in their heads about the game itself and what they think is right. They didn't fall in my honest opinion, and how I view it is they didn't fall in love with Monster Hunter. They fell in love with the game that started them off. They never fell in love with the mechanics or the gameplay like other people did. They fell in love in with this one game, and then they continue to have this expectation with the other games. So many people wrote off Rise, right, from the start. And it really is weird to me because I didn't stick with Rise. I never started with Rise. I started with For Ultimate. But I still went out of my way to go and play the other games because Monster Hunter. Because it wasn't For Ultimate that I actually started with, it was Shri Ultimate. But I didn't play Shri Ultimate. I watched gameplay of it on my 3DS. Yes, funnily enough, not everybody had a phone readily available to them, which I think was a good thing at the time. I still kind of think that having a phone in this day and age sometimes would skew your expectations of particular things that go on in like the world itself or even just around your own life. But I watched majority of these things through my 3DS at the time, and you could use YouTube on your 3DS, but this is around the time when I didn't have access to like a phone or anything else, so it made sense. And why does it do like the same amount of damage? I didn't realize this. The only difference is that this has like crit, which I'm still gonna need it anyway for Namiel, especially since I'm gonna be using this to increase the dragon damage. Also, I'm not gonna be thinking that much during this Namiel fight. Namiel is not a hard fight. Like a lot of, I know some of Namiel's attacks, especially the electricity on the water, has an extended hitbox going up.
Watch yourself. Nothing can stop us.
But it should be fine. It generally enough should be reasonably fine. I hope. I ate for this. So, but yeah, the Namiel, not Namiel, and the reason I'm talking about this is because I saw like a lot of people talk about Monster Hunter and then the way of how a lot of people looked at the franchise and everything else, right? And I've heard so many people say they didn't like this game, they didn't like that game. Like, there are people who played Rise and can't play the other games because the combat in Rise is so different from the other games. And I think why old gen players don't really have that much of like a big fallout when it comes to the Monster franchise is because a lot of the Monster games did feel similar to each other. They never felt so different to where you fell out of it, right? But when you look at from 5th gen to 6th gen, the games between that, you had Monster Hunter World, Rise, that is another Gigante Splinter. I swear to God, I'm going to kick him in the butt. Oh, right, it's over here. Here's the cutscene. I'm gonna... What? We're going up. But yeah, um, the what the oh oh I bud 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 thank you. So because I don't think I've ever seen an entire community just be so so selective with like the way of how like the games are and everything, right? Like everybody has like their own is a has right to their own opinions and things like that, but you can't be coming into the Monster franchise knowing that the game like the fifth gen, like from generations onwards, the games have been very, very widely different to each other. And to me, that's cool, right? But if you fell in love with the particular system from a game, you can't expect that system to come back. Especially since the Monster teams developed the games coincided with each other. So while Rise was being developed, World was being developed. When Rise was making their expansion, Wilds was being developed in the background. That's how those games work. It's kind of like the RE games where, even though for me, I would say like, oh crap, they did like a really, like for RE8, a game that I do own and have been playing a little bit of. There will be streams on that soon, I promise. The Monster games are like that as well, because in the RE games like RE8, I felt while playing through RE8 that the game should have leaned more into the action sense instead of the survival, because it very much threw it off. Like, I'm not saying they shouldn't have like Ethan being chased or anything else. Like, grow your strength slowly and get into the encounters that would help you. That's fine. The problem that comes is when you're doing some of the content, and you're going through the game, and you're just feeling like the game should have a lot more of like an action. You piece of crap. You went down. You went down. You went down. Why did you go down? You goddamn flying piece of crap. You went down. Ugh. Okay. So yeah, I did feel like they should have leaned more into Ethan's capability of fighting, because they really put him on the backbone in the game, for no spoilers at all, but like, I'm not gonna be very specific about it. It felt like they wanted to give him that action, the action sense, because it very much felt like they needed to, especially with the mercenaries. Like, mercenaries very much reinforced it, and how to give like a mechanic to push enemies back. But if you're going to do that, right, you have to be willing to take your protagonists and make them a lot more combat oriented, because he's a regular dude. Like, in the story, that's how he is. Oh god, Namiel is like one of those that you like, especially with one of those attacks. Okay. Oh lord, that is a hitbox. Alright. Dragon, that is simple, that's simple. Dragon is over here. Don't question why I never use radial wheel. I've been playing so much of the old gen so much that like, it's just something that oh. I'm surprised they didn't add that into... Wait. No! Don't run away from me, you bastard! I just got here. I put on this mantle and everything for you, you piece of shit. You know what? At least Shibu did this, at least I'll be able to get magnificent skills. Because that's what they drop. Put this on. Pick this up. Right. He... What? Wait, what? Is he a buff? Oh, for flick's sake. Yeah. Like RE8's combat system is good, but I do feel like they should have made each weapon, especially mercenaries, like the wave weapon, especially if they added mercenaries, I do think they should have made like each of the weapons very unique to each other, instead of them being like straight direct upgrades and whatever. Because yeah, you do have that with like RE. Kind of need this to be I did not expect you to go for the wing attack. You know, I was trying to do this. There we go. Because I kind of wanted the mount for this one. I don't have sling armor. I could shoot her in the face instead of going for... Yeah. That... No. Alright. That's gonna piss her off. It would give me agitator though. No, no, no. The white sweep. Alright. What? What the fuck? Okay, maybe I'm remembering hitboxes wrong. Could just... No. How are you doing this? Oh, we're doing this. Why are you? Give me a face. Thanks. Right. So, the combat systems between the games are like fine for the most part. That's what I wanted. Alright. Nope, 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 nope. Because you're gonna do that crap, and I'd rather not. I could have iframed that. I definitely could not iframe that. That was like out of position. Yep. Okay. Alright. Proving a point here. Johnny Bob. Did I not restock? Oh lord. You know what? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Can't be that bad. Can't be that bad. Nope. You know, I really... Okay, no, 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 because I know exactly what you're gonna do. And my point has been proven. Woo! Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. Did I just get shotgun? Flat? Nope. Fat. Hey, you like those apples? I didn't have enough stamina. I'm now also realizing I didn't carry over jack crap from the original fight, so I didn't restock. I should have known this. But I didn't. And every time Namiel does that, and I need to do this. Because I need to get your head. Nope. Oh, you little. Give me that back. Okay. Could be not. There we go. I don't pull. Side roll. I'm okay. All right, there. Go for this, and then go for that, and then go for this, and then just continuously. How does that work? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna question. Aim for her tail. Because your boy did not decide to restock for the fight. And I kind of need to do this. Come on. Cool. Nope. That, you know, that should be a lot more obvious about that in the air. Ooh. Dragon proof into the okay, that could that kind of do. No. You're gonna alt right here. Here's the problem. I'm not in that radius. So you could suck the fattest part of my insect clip. Where are you going? Oh, you're going that direction. Okay, well, fine by me. I'm just gonna be like this for the rest of the hunt because I decided to do dumb stuff. You didn't even go that far. And nullberries, which I need to multiply. But yeah, the Monster discussion. I honestly don't think that a lot of people that play Monster actually play Monster for Monster. They play it because of their favorite friend, their favorite game that got them into Monster. And some people have like their different likes. I used to have like a problem with it, but you still have water. Oh right, water dragon. And a lot of people, like, I heard someone refer to Monster Combat as like Soulsy combat, and I was like, I never really saw it that way. But a lot of people have like their own definitions of like Souls combat and whatever, right? And you could say in a way that Monster Combat is Souls-like. in a sense, and that technically would be true. Like, I can't say they're wrong because it's not, and I'm going to fucking die. I know this. I can see it. It's in the heart of the cards. It was in the heart of the cards. Okay, let's do that from the top. But this time, actually, you know, just a big brain idea. Actually stock on our shit. You know, that would be an amazing idea, you know? But apparently the two brain cells in there didn't decide to actually do the one thing that this franchise has taught me, and it's you know, stock up on items before quests. Mind you, by the way, this is gonna be a very short stream because I have other things to do. So it's very much just going to go from doing all the remaining crystals, which is not going to take that long since, you know, they're not long, like, at all.
This unidentified elder dragon is in the Coral Highlands. Let's head out, but proceed with caution.
I will say that doing the post-game content, most of the grinding I'm not going to do on stream. Unless it could be content. So I might do it on stream, but it's never going to get turned into a video, since most of this is never going to be turned into anything more than just me to play Monster Hunter World and the other games. Which is kind of like the whole point I have them in mind, is just to play them, not anything else.
Ready for action.
Primarily because I need something a little bit as a relaxation away from the challenges that are cooped up in my head. One of them is being for Monster Hunter Rise, and I'm afraid of that challenge for Monster Hunter Rise because of the amount of time it's going to take. I'm not gonna have null berries for this, and there's no good way of getting rid of null berries. I do not need flashbots at all. So there's anything else? I could start taking demon drugs with me. Here's the problem with that. I particularly am. I would start using demon drugs. I would have to start using demon drugs by the time I end game. Especially for a big black dragon that is going to be a pain in my ass when it comes to a DPS raise, because I don't need. Okay, this is a fun thing for anybody that needs to know this. You don't need really bullshit DPS, like maxed out gear stats, to kill Fatalis. You just need to be able to plan your attacks and know his attack sequences. That's it. And his attacks are very, very obvious. He's aggressive, but he has tells. Those tells is very clear as day. Like, I'm not gonna like, for instance, when he does it, when he moves his head in a particular wave from, I think it's for his like wave attack, he always bounces back first. And what you need to do is you need to understand where your position is and who he's targeting. Because if you're playing with a Palico, like let's just say I'm playing with Shibo, he's gonna attack Shibo every once in a while, because not because Shibo's doing DPS, let's be real, it's because Shibo exists. And so Shibo attacking him every once in a while, he's gonna prioritize him during moments of when Shibo's gonna try and heal, excuse me, or back off. Fatalis and every other monster does this. They do it the same with you when you're trying to go and sharpen your weapon. And the reason why a lot of people would tell you to like try and focus on things like Razor Sharp or things like that, like for instance, you can't control Razor Sharp in this game. You want to know where you get Razor Sharp? Fun fact, you don't. I don't even. It's a skill. Let's go look at it real quick. Razor Sharp is only gained by 2 monsters in this entire game, and it's disgusting that it's only gained from 2 monsters. No, I understand why they made it a skill, why they made it like a set bonus, right? Because Razor Sharp is tied with another skill in the game. Also, I can't craft any of the Blackfield gear. Why? Because he hates the fact that I violated his ass to God. And I'm never going to regret it. He deserved every bit of it. Regardless. Also, that dragon attack, I probably... If I can get that. Why? That's Death Weaver Membrane. If you want to get that, you have to break his freaking back. Twice. Because he regenerates it. I think him and Volhazak do that. Yeah, they both regenerate their carcass. It's not as Agitator 1, whereas this one just basically has... I could have actually went for this instead of this, because this is actually more useful, and the Stamina Thief is just more for exhausting, which it doesn't work because, fun fact, Stamina Thief only works with hammers. It's kind of really stupid. Blunt attacks are what exhausts. Only blunt attacks. There's not a lot of attacks that actually work with it. It's really stupid. I'm hoping to God my mic is still on. Thank you very much. My headset has a problem of not fucking working with me properly. Cool. Right. Razor Sharp. You see what this is? You see what this skill is? Greatly reduces sharpness loss. It halves it. In like half. So like, let's just say if your weapon has like 20 hits of sharpness, which is like every hit is a like 1 sharpness, it will double that. So instead of 20, it will be 40. Razor Sharp was one of the ways you controlled your sharpness, because it removed it. The second best skill in the game, and it's gonna be easier for me to find as a charm because I can't remember which monsters have it. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Crap. Where is it? I'm like looking up and down. Here it is. Handicraft. What does this do? Extends the weapon sharpness. It increases it like 10 each level. So it's self-explanatory. It's like 10 level 1 and level 5 is like 50. Because there are only 2 ways to control sharpness, and one of them is the most convenient, you're better off using handicraft. Now, some weapons actually don't need handicraft because they actually have a good amount of sharpness. The problem is the end game for Monster is going to be the most grueling, and post game is going to break my back continuously because I'm gonna have to grind decorations. And this may be a very hot take, but I would rather take the talisman grind over the decoration grind. Wild thing to say, but here's the thing: talismans are not the talisman. When talisman RNG is not as bad as I would say a lot of people would. I will say that the other grind is way worse, like way worse, because with decorations grind, you can't do your build if you can't get this one singular decoration. Whereas I already hit. Okay. So wait, no. Did I restock? Why do I have cold shrinks in here? That's just taking up space. Get out. Not good. I have that. That's max. I don't have a lot of max. I don't even have any max potions. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Cool, great. Dust Alive. Not. It is a source of healing, but you know what? Just in case. You know, just in case. You know, you never know. But yeah. I don't like the sharpness gains in this game. Some people love this game. That's y'all. I don't. I used to dog on Rise a little bit because of how Generations freaking broke me for like some of its worst grinds ever. And I love Monster Hunter, but holy crap, that is probably the most debilitating grinds I've ever had to deal with, ever. But when it came to like just Rise's grinds, I think I will take Rise's grinds over World's. Like, yeah, right, World has like the guarantees and all that stuff for like when you want to get stuff and whatever, but I think Rise's one is just better. Is he just a bug? Why? Excuse me, Mr. Namiel, your refrigerator's running and I'm coming here to fix it. So, yeah, is he going up or down? He's going down. Bloody. Okay, well, I could grab this because he's just gonna land right here. Nope, he's gonna land over so. He's landing all the way to the bottom part. Why are you the way that you are? Okay. That is a pearl. Put this on. Do this. Do that. And then we're gonna shoot this rock. That's gonna grab his attention. And I'm just gonna blow my load. He went the wrong direction, you piece of crap. Alright. Nah. That... There are like levels of disrespect to this. That was disrespectful. No. No. What? Oh, right. Water. He created that right there. No. Should really soften like one part of his body since he's not really going to be attacking too heavily. Now I'm gonna have to move and do this, and then that didn't heal. Oh, because nope. Gonna have to do this then. Why are you the way that you are? Okay. I don't have null berries on me, and I didn't think it was a smart idea to expand on my null berries. No, I know that attack. No. That is completely on me, by the way. I should have just put null berries to grind out in the background. And he proceeds to electrify. Alright. Why are you... Wait a minute. Why did you... Oh, right, because Shivo's in front of you. Nope, that is just straight annoying. Alright. Kinda better off just doing this. I'm hitting none of his weak points. Then I keep forgetting for that attack. I kind of want to keep him out of that. But with the way of how his targeting is working, I can't really... There we go. Oh god, he's... Thank you. Oh god. Yeah, that was a confirmed. Because I can dodge it. Alright. That's fine. Okay. I really should change, because the only reason I'm using him is like a DPS, but I'm starting to realize that insects don't do a lot of damage, and I'm kind of feeling for that speed right about now, because it is very much hurting me a lot. Wow, your initial attack didn't do any damage. I should shut my mouth. God damn it, that would have been a nice counterattack. Also, if you're wondering how am I framing it, I don't know, it's just instinct, man. Especially since I find World's iframes like a lot more generous for some reason. I don't have evade window on this too, so it is really just I'm dealing with like, I think it's like 2 frames I'm dealing with in terms of pure raw broken DPS. Give me your head. You were supposed to be completely staggered. You knocked yourself. You blue idiot. Now come here and give me your head. Oh god. No. That's why I did that. You do this because she's now gonna just attack Shivo. It's cool. I have nothing, so do that. This is just to build back up water, so not going to do an attack because that's the only attack she will do. Oh god, oh no. You're supposed to have came down with that one. You know, the time that I remove my flash pods, she proceeds to do this attack. Does she know? Does she know? I hope she doesn't, because that gotta be some mind game stuff, I swear to god. I'm not hitting her head half the time, and I need her to stagger. Oh god. Yeah, no. There we go. You think your head's safe, girl? Come here. Give me some love. Take this stick. Hehe. Yeah. That's what we know. That's what we get. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Oh, yeah, no. The second I jumped forward, I kind of already knew that was going to be the case. And god damn, you're... No. You know, that's just on me, man. That animation takes so long. Oh. No. I had 15 sentries of bunny hop my ass away from the point I proceed to put away my weapon. You know what? Normally I would go for the restart, but I ain't doing that. I'm just going straight for this, and I don't care. Nope. Oh, there you are. Hey, you're doing fine on this lovely rainy day. It's not actually raining outside for me, but it's raining in game, and it's close enough. Now take this. You can... Okay. Do I even... No. Why? Okay. No. Take your cojones, pakapoo. Why did you do that? Why are you the way that you are? And I could jam her into the wall too, so. But yeah, when she does that, I don't think it does much since it's more like a visual thing. Also, the only weak point on her back is that most of her weak points are like to her front, which is the most dangerous, obviously. Oh god. Now she's gonna do that to resorb back most of the water. I do find this hilariously funny. Also, her wing being damaged is very useful because it means she won't try to fly that much. And that... okay. You know what? Eat the wall. Taste the wall. Eat the ring. That is some BS. I hope you know that, you gave. Nah, come here. Eat the wall. Taste the wall. Join the wall. Bop. Bada bop. Alright. Alright, this is fun. Okay. Oop. You know, I didn't need the iframe for that, but you know what? Ow. Hey, you're gonna come on there and join me? No? You could do it. Thank you. Arigato. Oh, what's that? You're on the ground, enraged, and I have agitator on? Oh, this is a bad day for you. Gonna move away with that one. Okay. This... I don't think she dropped anything. I doubt she dropped anything. Yeah. Yeah, I should not have died earlier, but you know what? It's happens. Hunters make mistakes. We're not perfect. Unless you're Cell, then he would just say if you're not me, then you're not perfect. Which I don't know why I started thinking about DBZ all of a sudden. Then again, I was watching Team 4 Stars earlier, so... Oh. Oh, you know, I got the timing down for that, and I hate that you you know, I'm embarrassing myself. Could you not? Could you not? I have no stamina left. Please. Why are you doing this? No. Because now I have to do this. And then this. And then that. And then this and that and bop. Come here. What? Oh, you've electrified it. Oh, you got your electricity back. That's so fun. No. Oh, no. You know, it's when you realize what attack was coming out. And then, oh god, because she hit me with the water attack and I have no null berries. There is blight resistance, and I could be using that, but I also don't have the slots for it. No, you know what? Give me your head. Give me your head. Yeah, no. Instant glaive relies so much on stamina, it's not even funny. There we go. Little 15 damage explosion. What did... Oh. Well, that actually weakens her water capabilities, actually, so... That's nice. Hahaha! I do actually think that is not the hitboxes that like I'm iframing it, but is the hitbox becoming so narrow that like I'm dodging the attack in frame. Oh god. Oh no. Oh. Okay, I thought I was gonna connect to that one, and I would have to move back. You know, I'm a little happy about that. Okay. Geronimo! Wakaboo! We do a little bit of dip. You know, you didn't have to hit me with my own ad, sir. No, 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 no. Okay, now that one was just a bit early. You know, sometimes you just have to not lose yourself a little bit too early into it. And also, she's reset. Like that, I believe that is like. Okay, no, I'm more. Could I not? Could I not? Please, I'm throwing. Oh, you're doing that. That doesn't reach far enough because of where you are. And also, I kind of need that. Okay, right. Positioning. Okay, alright. Just gonna prawn this because just need a little bit of comeuppance, you know? It's none so bad. And then give me your head. Yeah, that was too early even for me. Okay, there we go. So I don't have anything for this anymore, man. It's like I had like this whole like thought discussion. Oh god. Seeing like the different monster games. Because I do take in like a lot of like different information and media and all that stuff continuously, and then try to grasp my own opinions into it based on like my own knowledge. And if I don't have enough knowledge into it, just leave it to where it is. Is actually a lot better where it should be. Also, I can't really do dish out effective damage because sharpness. Thank you. No, 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 no. Goodbye, good. There we go. No, no, get back here. Actually, did she drop it? Oh, she did. Good. And I can go and grab these null berries. You know, the one thing that I really needed for that entire fight, yeah, it's right there. Could have grabbed it like so many times, but no. And I keep thinking there is one there. Alright. I'm not really thinking about anything that much. I'm just for no reason. Oh. Come here. There we go. Skips that entire walking around crap. I do think that she is sleeping, and I have stones, so she's not. She sleeps here. So why are you? Okay. All right. Just gonna do this quick, and then gonna do this, and then hope to God that you get out the goddamn ear. Look. That ult is way bigger than the actual radius. Why? Because I've learned from earlier, because I thought I was outside of it. You ult and leave. You blow your load and leave. I am not a one pump and done, mister. Get back here. You're gonna treat me to a good time and you're gonna do it right. You are flying a little bit too much. Come on. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, what's that? You lost your will to fight? Your head is battered? I don't give a fudge. Come here. You know, I really gotta stop rolling for that. How many did I get? Oh. Do I have healing for this? No. Where? Why are you? Why are you doing that? You know what? Just for that, I'm damaging this poison cup so you can get your butt over here. And there we go. She should go up now since, well, the fact that, you know, bud, you know, I know you tried and you did your best. It's perfectly fine. No, we all have our days. I didn't even take that much damage from that. I think I recovered more damage from it than anything else. Okay. Draw the bow. Oh, you're enraged? That okay? Nah. That was a load of bullshit. I hope you know that. I'm gonna come over there. Oh god, no. Can we talk about this? No. No, that's not in the heart of the cards today. We're gonna be bitch mom today. I see how that's I see how it is. You know? Understandable. But I would like to talk about the fact that you're supposed to be dead. Yeah, you know, like that? Like that. No. On the ground. No. You goddamn bastard. You're taking the kids away from me. I never asked for any of this. You get back here with your child support. I signed for a prenup. I didn't sign for you bastard, you lied to me. It was supposed to be a prenup, not a freaking sidle rental to a goddamn retirement ownership. You piece of shit, get back here. I will make you eat the consequences of your actions. The consequences of your actions is gonna be that wall you're sitting next to. Like, particularly on your left. Okay. Do this. Do that. Molly, pop, pop. Hey, how you doing? Remember me? Now remember the wall. Okay. God damn it! I miscalculated. At least I still got the hit. At least I still got the hit. Okay, alright, buddy. You see, when you get agitated right out the gate, you're not yourself. You know that? I still find that the entire thing there is a hitbox, because that can still hit you. Also, I'm gonna drink this sippy cup in the corner. Don't mind me. All right. Yeah, don't like that, huh? Don't like the surprise attacks, huh? Well, I don't like it too. Oh god. Come here. Come here. Okay. Do that. No. Oh, right. I don't have anything. That's bad. That's really bad. I don't mind healing. Give me a face. That. Okay. Oh god. No. I was a bit late on that, but you know what? We all have spirit. That's not spirit. That's being a jackass. And I'm gonna teach you the difference here, but that has a higher hitbox than I thought. No. You thought you almost got me there. Well, I thought you almost did too. There we go. You know, you gotta do a little bit of hop back in style. It's not much. It's an honest day's work. Alright, okay. That's enough of being violated by Nami. Oh god. And this fight would be easier if I took the right equipment for it. This is like a Pacific set that have like enough slots early. There is. Okay, there's a gem. I'll be picking that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. There is a unique little thing I could have done, but I kind of figured that it doesn't work that well, and I'm stuttering way too goddamn much for my own good. But it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You know. Where is it on my... It's not here. Okay. Oh, commendation. Never mind. Is this the same thing? No, Conqueror Seal. Okay, good, good. Now, would it be good? What the heck? Hey, wait, what? Do I question this? Do I want to question this? I don't want to question this. Also, this is our last fight before having to do the Nergigante hunt. Because yes, the bastard is back and I'm going to have to put him into the ground again. Is he going to be a hard fight? Not really. Fun fact of how Dragon Seal works is that it either nullifies or reduces the effects of the monster of the Elder Dragon's capabilities. For Nergigante, his biggest weakness, because Ruiner and I think Regular has like I think the same weakness parameters. Because I believe that Dragon is supposed to do more damage to him. So what in turn happens is cool, nice spiral.
Yes, sir.
So that's amazing. For this fight, I am definitely gonna have to like full send it into being prepared.
Begin preparations for departure.
Yes, sir. It's all up to you two.
Fifth Fleet. All right, everyone. Let's get to it.
Let's board the airship and make for the old Everworm.
If you're off to face the old Everworm, be damn sure you're ready before getting on that airship.
Okay, good to know. Alright. I was just checking something on my phone. I wanted to get it done last night, but I was also on a crunch time at that point. Because today I wanted to just do something else entirely. And no, not do a stream. I wanted to do something else, but since I left this unfinished, I didn't want to leave it unfinished because I would have just probably done post game off. Like, I didn't even know it was that close. Alright, take this and this, and also the natural fuel increase. Alright, so while that's going on, that's not allowed. Okay. Also, why am I not interacting with the mini game? Because it takes longer if you do it. Most people just do the mini game to try and get as much resources. You see how much ancient potions I'm getting, armor spears, trank bombs. You get miscellaneous shit for literally not doing anything. Like, I will say for everything that that world has done, right? And a lot of the things that I don't like in it, like decoration grind and whatever, this is probably the best thing they've done. Like this, it's mindless, but it's there, it exists, and it's a little bit of side content that like you don't particularly need to interact with if you really don't want to. But yeah. I don't think I need to prepare more for the fights ahead of me, because when I did the final fights, it didn't take that long to finish them with my other character, and especially when I was doing it with her, because I was using a female character at the time, because I wanted to actually use a female character for the first time, because I've played most of the games with a male character, and then you create a female character and I'm like, okay, I can see why a lot of people really like playing them now. Still prefer playing as a male character most of the times, but it's whatever. So I do like the female armor. Like some of the female armor sets are like really good, and the other ones are just, I see you, Capcom. That's all I'm gonna say. I see you. I see what you're doing. But for those last fights, I don't think I need to do much. If I really wanted, like, let's just say, wanted to completely violate that entire fight, I would just go and farm Odegar and equipment. Now, you would probably be thinking to yourself, why would I go and farm Odegar and equipment? It's either Odegar, Bracky, like run like a I think it's like 2-piece Bracky, and probably get lucky with some agitator decorations, and then every single time they get enraged, I just violate them, because I played during the time when the meta was at its like highest. And one of the things that I really found interesting was, it's either, from back then by the way, it's either you are running full Sappy Jiva or full and this is before Fatalis came into play. Like, if you're running a gunner set, Safi, Narg, Safi or Narg, and if you're running Narg, you're probably gonna run Brachydios pieces. Like, for instance, right now, if I wanted to go and get an armor set, it would probably be Teostra 4, and I kind of forgot about this when I'm talking about sharpness control. Probably running Teostra for the Master's Touch, which I know in Rise is now a decoration. I don't know about Wiles. I haven't checked out Wiles' endgame. I've mostly watched the fights, not the armor set building. Oh. Well, that's luck. I think I still have like enough fuel to do extras. Also, another reason why people do it, the golden eggs. They're not platinum, but they give you like a good amount of Zenny if you really need it. You could sometimes get platinum, sometimes. If it's like the main prize reward, you could get a platinum from it. but that changes depending on like the way for the game rotates it. So when it comes to that in general, I could do that, but it doesn't give a thrill anymore. Like if I'm playing Generations, like yeah, the end game is hard, like because you have to get that, but some of the armor set building in Generations is less of skill, especially with the bullshit I'm having to deal with, because I'm doing the hub hunts, right? And the hub hunts, obviously, they're more skill for 4 players and things like that, so they're a lot easier if you have like 4 players playing it. So one of the problems I have doing the hub hunts has to do with Silver Atlas. Now you would think, oh, Silver Atlas is probably going to be, you know, a lot easier. Old Gen Silver Atlas is a menace to society, and he should be shut down for the dog that he is. Silver Atlas, mind you, the way for they designed him is that he has a check for every single one of your movements. One of the reasons I don't regard Generations as one of my favorites, and it could be because of the fact I'm playing the 3DS version and not the Switch version, has to do more with the fact that in Generations, for some weird reason, right? How much golden eggs did I get? Got golden melding tickets. That's gonna be useful. We're gonna go to a certain birdie. When I mean birdie, I mean granny. And when I mean granny, I mean the melder. Hey melder, I need some made. Give me that Zaza shit. First Wyverian. Oh right. I kind of forgot I could use these. But I also don't have anything to give you, so we're just gonna use Guild Alchemy. This is one of the quickest ways of getting decorations, like a lot of miscellaneous decorations if you don't have it. One of, by the way. What did we get? I see an Agit Slider. Could be better. Tremor Resistance, Blaze, Vitality, Poison Code. Alright, going down the list. Or just take all so I can actually check the list properly. Gobbler, Bummer, Footing, Dragon. Dragon is probably useful for dragon attack. Elementalist. They nerfed this one decoration to the ground. This gives you absolutely nothing. In World, it was the thing you used if you're using a physical set. And then they neutered it. It used to give you, I think it was like 100 attack. Now it gives you 20, I think it was, that they put in now. Physique, nice, KO, wind resist. If you're wondering if this neuters Kuchala, yes. Yes. Except Blackwind. I think he needs secret. I don't know if it has a secret to it, but okay, I'll take that. Silver just gonna be less. I believe silver tickets is supposed to be more of the higher tier ones, so hope I get lucky. Okay, alright, out of all of these besides Mushroom Handsome is that Mushroom Mancer is very, very good. Power Prolonger, nice. Pierce. If I get around to doing a bow bill, I'll use it. This is the skill that increases your evade window to make it to where, regardless of like if you miss time or anything, like let's just say attack has like longer linger frames than it should, this will basically make it to where it feels like a Dark Souls. It could get it between like the Dark Souls heavy roll, medium roll, and light roll, between any of them. But this, god damn it, yeah, this is rare as hell, because attack jewels and crit, and I think it's like crit eye jewels, is like one of the rarest things in this game. because they don't show up like at all for some weird reason. Gold melding tickets. They guarantee the +4. Wind resist, medicine, drain, and evasion. These are both trash. I hope anybody who watches this knows. Those are both terrible to get. And the decoration I'm trying to look for is the shaver decoration. Why? It may, like, yes, okay, you're giving up like a triple slot to slot it in, right? I want people to understand. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Yes. Sorry about that. You know, the perks of living on the goddamn main road. I hate that shit so much. I hate that so much. Right, so before I go and take on that final fan, let me see what I can actually craft. This might not be a bad play depending on what my chest piece is. I do lose a lot of dragon resistance. I think it's this one I'm wearing. Oh. Oh no. I'm using this for its crit boost. Set this, slot in. I don't have any agitator decorations, so if I do slot in Namiel's set. Oh. Okay, let's think about this very carefully. Because I am going to use that waste. What am I using as my waste? Tigrex? What does Tigrex give me? Earplugs and free meal. Okay, let's check my decorations real quick, you know, because someone has to, and it has to be me. Let's just see what I have as my decorations. Because if I have... I know I have like one physique. No, the slotting potential I could get out of it, because the triple slot is like 2 4 slots, right? I could slot in this to get the extra expert, which would then put me over. Survival expert is not that useful, so... And then there is Iron Wall, Drain. This is not as useful as you would think it is, and no, I would rather not put evasion because it would put a damper in my plans of being baller as fuck. It would allow me to use this, and I could still use like a 1 slot. Power Prolonger is a play, because even increasing the duration that I have it for is like a little longer. Or we can try and slot in for like other things, you know? The way of how I'm seeing it is... I'd still have to put back in Brace. But it would actually still... But it's the 1 slots, and I would lose Brace through that, and having Stamina Surge, just even 1 level in it, will actually save me more, because it's elemental acceleration, which continually attacking whatever. I can only make that's Whiskers, and I'm very much sure this uses 1. You know, I'm seeing the play. Let's see if I have enough. Let's see if I have enough for 2-piece, and I will actually use 2-piece. Okay, never mind. The heavens have descended. They've told me themselves it's Namiel time. Yeah. Okay, time to explain what this does, because... Yes. Tentacle Cloak. Weird bloody name. Elemental acceleration. How it works is basically as long as you have a 2-piece, true elemental acceleration basically it constantly attacking a monster activates free elements slash ammo. This one activates level 2 where it gives you like a little bit, so if a weapon has an element on it, free shit. Now, yes, I had to give up Agitator. Now, is it a loss? No. And I'll tell you why. This increases elemental damage as long as you keep attacking. What this will do for me, better than the other set, including the increased defense, is that with the slottage, I have more to work with. So let's just say because I lost like 1 level in physique, I now have Constitution level 2 with a 1 in stamina surge. That's not that bad. That's not a loss. To me, that's not a loss. I can still get back this, and including if I wanted to put back Brace, which the reason why I'm running Brace is because of it prevents knockbacks and increases some Consec attract effects. So it basically makes Consec effects stronger, which is very much it. This will help it a lot. I could increase the blight resistance on it one time because I lost 1 vitality. I do want to change off the rest of the set just because. This is my Asthma Jewel. They removed this from the game at like a point in time and then put it back. I don't know why, and I still don't know why. Now, that's a plus 5% affinity. So that would automatically put me over without having to put on. It's better off actually use this, because then I would have 1, 2, and then 3. So then 3 vitality, the brace. I would lose on air plugs. I do have Constitution, Slinger, Tool Expert, Stamina Surge. Maximum Might is useless. If I could switch out some of these for like better bottom pieces, I would do it as of right now. No, I can't craft Namiel weapons, so I'm not even going to bother looking at them. There is nothing that I could actually craft, except the Decron set, which the only reason I would even tolerate this set into being used is because of Power Prolonger. And this is because I think I'm using the Tigrex footpiece, so this is Clockwork. And Clockwork has critical boost. As of currently, I don't have a critical boost gem. Otherwise, I would use it. Alright, okay. I gotta take like a TP break. Alright, okay. I will be back. And I'm gonna have to face the fan away. Why? Because the fan is probably blowing onto my mic. No, it is not. I'll be back. Alright. Okay. I'm back. I'm sorry for that wide, loving noise of bullshit that is this. I. You know, sometimes you gotta love the country, but sometimes you gotta fucking hate them for the bullshit. Right. Okay. So, Odegaard equipment. Where's I getting with this? Right. Regular Odegaard equipment is better than the Decron because of, even though the Decron equipment gives you, well, Ebony's equipment does give you like power prolonger and does have like one with critical eye and resistance. That's only the good one, which is chest piece. You're only gonna probably use the chest piece, and the rest of it is gonna be like this. And that's because, yes. If I wanted to be really, really fucking bullshit right now, I would probably go for this bastard's equipment. Not for the mind's eye, but primarily for the headpiece of critical boost along with whatever else. Now, the reason why it's bad that I lost critical boost is primarily because of, whatever else. Now, the equipment I am using, because the waste I'm using, I can't give up crit boost that easily unless I'm getting enough of a benefit out of it to warrant switching off of it. So in this case, I'll be giving up for like, I would have to get the lower version of it, don't I? And the problem with that is it has enough slots. Let's be real, I could put like one dragon on or something like that, but I lose the power prolonger. So it's like, I get more dragon, and I get the tool specialist, which means tool specialist gets like maxed out to 30%. There is tool specialist secret, that is actually using endgame sets because of using it. I probably am just gonna give up that because I will get more defense out of it, which I do have to level these out before I go and fight Fatalis. Not Fatalis, final boss. So I was using Brace with this, which is more funny than it actually should be. I don't know if there was... No, there's Brace Vitality, but I'm using that currently. I would probably change the headpiece. There we go. So now I'm kind of stuck with this as like my template. Because I have max Vital. I don't. That's interesting. I don't have max Vitality, so that means I would have to give a Vitality piece. And then anything, it could be anything, one of the, it could be the Dragon Jewel. But because I only get plus 30, and that's not really a lot, I would be better off getting Resistor. But here's the problem with resistance in the final fight. It's bloody useless. Medicine for the plus 10%, I could get like a 1 defense, but defense in this game is not as useful than you think. I could get stone for get like the level 2 slot. Yeesh. Item prolonger. The problem is the power prolonger is a 2 slot decoration, so there's not really a lot I have working with me. And if you're using like a 1 piece, it doesn't really work as well as you would think. There's nothing that I could get that will make any of this useful. Because you have Nergigante, and the status, the like blight resistance only works on certain things, it doesn't work on status, so you can't really use it on that one particularly. Quick sheet will probably be useful, but since I'm gonna have to learn to not, could put resuscitate. That's not a bad idea. Resuscitate would actually work. Yeah, let's use resuscitate. Like 1 level in it. I can't change the helmet out because I have no piece to change the helmet out. Like this gives me attack boost. Unless I had something to like change that in general, I can't really do much about it. That kind of sucks. Also good. I really don't have like a headpiece I could switch with. Regardless, I just have to make sure I have like everything. Can't even upgrade Kinsex even if I wanted to, which is a more interesting factor to look in as of right now, because I am thinking about getting faster Kinsex like this Mother Trucker, but I'd have to go out of my way to go and get Polyamu, which I probably am not gonna bother doing right now. Kind of learning that attack really does not help out at all. I think I would be better off getting speed. There's also this really weird son of a gun that's like on the bottom. I don't know what that tree is. I think I just have to deal with the cards that I have in front of me. And that's just how it's gonna be. So can't upgrade much else. There's not really much I could do. I'm gonna talk to the leader, get the quest, and then immediately get this going. Have the Asura jerky in case there's not really gonna be much I'm gonna be having to use for the next fight. I am definitely carrying these, and there is a reason. And that bastard, there will be a reason. Char is not going to be that hard of a hunt for me, so I very much doubt it would give me much. Alright, team leader, tell me. Got it. Good. Yep. Okay. I have to talk to you again. Why did you do this to me? I'm gonna have to eat. You bastard. Regardless. I sure remember. No, Shara does like pure physical. Let me go upgrade this equipment. Shara is like pure physical, if I remember correctly, so it'll be in my best interest to increase these. As much as possible. And the reason why is because little defense does matter. As this game's defense, I think, matters more than Rise's. I'm gonna throw shade on Rise for like one thing. I hate the defense calculator in that game. I wish it could burn to hell. It is stupid how it works. Why in the hell did the developers design it the way that they did? I will never understand. To give context for this, by the way, so for some reason in Rise, right? The defense calculator doesn't decrease unless you get to like a threshold. So if you don't meet the requirement of that threshold, you can't use that. You don't gain defense. So like in this game, there's like 791. The game's damage calculator, and the way of how it works is that every percentage takes away from the every like 1 bit like takes away. Rise, and I believe Generations works like this as well, where it's like it's on a percentage. And I've always questioned that. Why is it on a percentage? Why does it work in that way specifically? It does not make any sense.
Roger. Let's go. Go get him.
So it, for some reason, it just doesn't work like the regular games. It works like the portable games calculation system. I want to tell you that the portable games calculation system can go lick the dirtiest part of my butt. I hate it so much. Like, portable games are not what I would consider the hardest, right? Generations is a completely different case because of how Generations is designed. But when it comes to just the way of how they designed Generations in general, and it's not only the way of how they design Generations, it also, you can't skip this.
This old Everworm, from what we know,
I wonder how low
power
this
to
is.
obliterate ecosystems from their very foundation. It's able to use the Everstream to travel
Oh,
underground.
very, very soft.
No one knows when and where its influence will be felt. Worst case, this thing really does exist.
So,
We must stop it no matter the cost.
yeah, so
We don't know what's going on.
one of the problems I actually have with that design philosophy is why in the hell does it work in that way at all? Yeah, so god damn it, brain fart.
Look at her. Fixed her up nice.
So I really still don't understand like why they designed
One we built when we
it
first.
the way that they did.
The other ones were dismantled.
Like maybe it was because of the system at the time or what they had it in mind, but Generations felt the good end of it being fucking useless. And it's kind of one of the reasons why I don't particularly like Generations as much.
You really
Because when it comes to defense, you could be running the best end game in the game
Their job.
and be going up against most of the monsters. You take a single hit, and the way how those monsters move in general,
all right.
a lot of the meta for endgame
Yourself.
is around one skill. And it's called Absolute Readiness. And I fucking hate that skill because
Take this
it kind of goes against the idea of how Monster Hunter works, which is the evasion, right?
It's yours.
Not the only the evasion, the way how monsters work and learning their things. If you need one skill
This
to
may be a
dodge an
complicated
attack, then the monster itself is flawed. And that is not, I don't think a lot of people tend to understand that like
and it will be
that
lost
philosophy in general is not good. It doesn't matter if the monster was designed for like multiple monsters or one monster. Every monster has to be designed in a way for like one hunter.
Personally,
So, and that's how Monster Hunter works. So if that one monster happens to just be able to do so much bullshit, and your hunter has so much bullshit, let's be real,
All right. Fine.
but it comes down to the factor of where does the line get drawn of it being fair? Because there's certain attacks in Monster Hunter which are completely unavoidable. You can't dodge it no matter what. You can try, you can put in the effort, but you can't dodge it unless you're in a very specific spot. When it goes off, you will get hit. And that's because the monsters in Generations, random as they be, they do have a calculation on how they work. And one of the okay, that is, I forgot she's supposed to have her like her little head thing when she pull. It's still, the cutscene still goes on and she doesn't have it. That's actually funny.
There it is. Just as we predicted.
And the way how her head works is that she turns her head because the mask is supposed to still be on. That to me is hilariously funny. I actually love that so much.
So, the old Everworm is here, huh? There's no telling what'll happen, so stay on your toes.
Where is the torch? Okay, good. I believe Power Prolonger works with the Kinsect, but since I don't think I have that activated. Oh, he didn't appear. Let's just do this and do this, and then he's supposed to crash down as soon as you walk in. There he is. There's my good boy. How are you doing, buddy? I'm gonna violate you now.
Nergigante? What's it doing here?
It's not personal.
Why does it feel like there's something off about it? You can't let it interfere. You have to get rid of it somehow, partner.
That really does not make any sense from, like, position-wise. Okay. Is he doing his ult, like, so early? No. That is still weird. He's so weird. Nergy. Oh, he still. Okay. Oh god. Are you ulting? No. But you're being a... That... Okay. I kind of want to use the mantle. Because I need to actually kill him in this. Oh, this is bad. I do kind of need to hit his head for this. Primarily because of how this is gonna work. For the record, this is his nerf version, so this is not actually his real fight, and that turned right as I hit it. That is a... yeah, no, that's a very wonky hitbox. He's supposed to do a Superman dive, like, immediately, but I think it's because his tail is not getting it, which is really fucking weird because... Oh. Okay. Oh, because your right arm as well. Do you not get a Superman dive in this phase? Also, no, you can't get his equipment. No. It's kind of how it works. Oh, you're tired. Nope. He is getting drained. Yeah, he's tired. Nigga, I'm trying to do the donkey donks. Okay, that is actual bullshit because of where your hitbox is. Totally. This is also why a lot of people run, try to get like as much because, like sharpness. A lot of the endgame builds because of how like sharpness and monsters work on like a time predicament. Like that. There's also kind of like certain attacks where like this, for example. You see how he's trying to like confirm kill by moving around so much? Some monsters have I don't know why. Monster Hunter has this, like the confirm kill bullshit. It's really, really annoying. Right? Especially with like wide area attacks like that. Also, he's supposed to be almost dead. But with him moving around so much, I really, really do get annoyed when he's moving around that much. Because it's not like, oh, hey, that, like that. That doesn't make any sense because these spikes came out from the mid-center of him. Hey, you're not doing so good? Yeah, well, fuck you too. I am very sure that hit you. Could you hit his head? Thank you. And there we go. His fight is not really the hardest to deal with. I don't think you could carve him. I think I remember that. Just I think it doesn't give you materials though. It should give you like max pushes or something. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, that's useful. Elder Dragon Bones. Yeah, because it can't give you his material because you didn't do his actual fight. he has more thing. It's kind of like the Velcana thing. Also, I kind of want to grab this over whatever else. Grab that. Cool. So, time for the actual fight. Elemental acceleration is going to very much carry half of my damage, especially with the aggression. You've reached Hunter rank 33. It's now uncapped. Master rank 22. I don't think I've ever seen it give you that message before. I'm not joking about this, by the way. I have never seen the game give you that message when clearing Nergigante. It usually like gives you like, you know, it cuts to black, gives you a little cutscene, and then goes immediately into the fight of the hype itself. A tiring fight, but one one greatly earned. Gather myself. I just whoop a bitch's ass. Yeah, you don't find it suspicious that we're just...
Definitely here.
Yeah, but where?
The song.
I still will never really properly understand how the frick Nergigante keeps living. Like, is he really immortal, or does this nigga just refuses to die? Also, hey rock dummy, whatever, buddy, I'm coming for you. I hope you know that. You will be touched, and it ain't gonna be pretty. This is something too big for us to take on. Hey, what's that?
Retreat now.
Bullshit.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Understood.
we gassing up right now. I whooped that nigga's ass twice.
Don't worry about him. I know. I've been his partner this whole time.
Yeah.
Believe me,
Back to back to back.
he's the only one who can do this. He's a master hunter of the 5th Fleet. The best we have.
Hey yo, rock dragon.
Make sure you get a good look at that thing.
I coming for that ass.
You better come back.
And I ain't gonna ask twice. Also, please don't tell me to remove my my slinger burst. Please, please, please. Because I don't remember if it removes it. If it does, I'm gonna be annoyed. Yeah, I'll be doing the cool ass descent going down, and then lose all of that by immediately rolling into a wall. All right, one rock roll. Ain't it nice? Okay. Okay. Alright, haven't done this fight in over 2 years. 3 actually. Because why not? Okay, good to know. It's still up. It's still up. Did it remove? Oh, you piece of shit. Okay, here's the problem. Normally, the way if I would have done this fight is... I don't think there's a rock. I'm gonna have to clear it. Is... This is a DPS check. If you do not meet this check early, you can't do this fight. Not easily. Unknown, 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 unknown. And it is a DPS check. Nope. Yep. Fuck that attack. Eat the wall. Eat my dick. Go right into it. There are like 3 parts of the arena you can actually hit. The weak point is his head, and yes, it can get stunned.
Maybe attacks to the head and chest are effective?
Basically, it's a DPS check on breaking its parts. It's why a lot of people would run like part breaker for like this early part. And tremor resist for this. I should not have done that, given even though it's slow, it could still do like that attack out of nowhere if you're not prepared for it. I do not find Shower's fight to be that hard. If you do, oh right, I forgot, it also do shit tons of damage. You gotta remember that. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this AI work like this. Oh, yeah, okay, that's your other phase. That's cool. I'm gonna do this in the corner since you're not doing anything interesting. Oh god. It's basically how much parts you can break in a short amount of time, and also get a sub part. You kind of want to be doing this because it can't use its full capabilities until, oh god, and it's gonna do this, which is gonna drop up. Yep, there we go. I will need to actually heal for that one. That is what I was afraid of. That right there, just being caught in that, it's just that's why I fucking hate this fight, the beginning part of this goddamn fight with our Rocksteady. Yes, you heard me, Rocksteady. Rocksteady is what makes this fight trivial, as do many of the content in this game. Do I believe that half the content in this game is designed around Rocksteady? Yes. Do I think you could do without it? Yes. But you're better off using Rocksteady overall due to the fact that Rocksteady is the best along with Temporal. But you could do out with Temporal. I keep forgetting that. You could do without Temporal, right? Temporal will probably save you. There's no way you went into your second phase. Oh, you're jumping. I hate that attack with so much grace. I hope you know that. This is why you want to get Rocksteady, because of this.
Keep focusing on the head and chest.
And then when it starts moving back and then doing this attack, yes, it is stupid. Yes, this does not make any sense. This only exists to just basically force you to put away your weapon. It's why a lot of people just don't particularly. Okay. And breaking her parts is not particularly hard. Oh! Wait, did you reach your last phase? No. No, you didn't. I kind of was hoping you did. But you didn't, and that disappoints me. The fact you're doing it twice is annoying, but that really felt like that shouldn't hit. You're gonna do a third. Oh, thank God, that is not a linger hitbox. I would have actually gone pissed if it was. I don't think I've ever had a stick this long with it. Then again, I could be misremembering it. That, okay. That should be it. I think with that, it should set her off into the last. Yep, there it is. So I'm just gonna sharpen. You're not in your next phase yet. Why? Why? Now I actually have to play that because you're fucking annoying in this phase. You're not doing your... Yeah, okay. Sure, good fight. Really don't like half the mechanics that much. Okay. Alright. I don't remember if a sound... Again, I have like a whole bunch of them. Because she will turn the entire arena into... And that is the annoying part. Because those creates explosions. She should be coming out of the ground with that. Okay. Alright, that's funny. No. Yeah, because of that. Nah. Could you head break any quicker, please? Ugh. Still doesn't make any sense. I hope you notice. Right into that. Right into that wall. There we go. I should not be this long into this, but she's gonna get up any second, so might as well just do this. There we go. Now I can, right, if you don't have like tremor resist, yeah, you can't really do anything about this. Hey! We can finally start this fucking fight! Thank you! Doing this immediately. She's gonna immediately try to shoot me out the gate. Oh, she started good. Oh yeah, she gives like a lot of areas of like immediately doing damage. Except that. She's being a cunt there, but you know, we can get around that. Recommendation, just try to do this whenever possible. She gives you, if she does her like blast attack, grapple, don't try to deal damage in any sort of way. Like, she will violate you in the worst way possible. Oh right, okay. Just aim at hitting her orbs. Ooh. Wiggity woggity, wiggity woggity, wiggity woggity, wiggity. This is the phase of the fight where you want to basically... I don't think I've ever timed out to this. But this is where the mechanics of like Shaver and all that stuff, that is still a weird hitbox. Okay. Still don't really understand that, but okay. Yeah, that's still weird to me, how that extends as her hitbox, but you know what? Fuck it, I guess. No. Great. Okay. Okay. I don't particularly like her skeleton as much because of how lanky the hitboxes are. Oh god. Shiva, how did you survive that? Head is weak point. Attack thy head. Oh god. Wait, I was in safety. God damn it. Yeah, she was just gone. She was just gone. I do think her tail is a weak point. No, no, it's not. I should probably switch. Oh god. Oh. Okay, alright. The backbone of the skeleton hit me, but none else. I'm waiting for like that opportunity. Like this one. Where you could like wait until she does that and then this. So like you can actually... That actually is so fucking cheap. You know, big monster is big monster. Can't question big monster for doing big monster things. She gives like a lot of opportunities to do like sharpens and stuff like that, so you shouldn't be too worried. Just look for your opportunity. That is not that, because apparently she said fuck me right there. You bitch. Not using temporal mantle right here. Why am I not trying to enrage her? Because I don't want to enrage her yet. That's probably big ball idea. Oh god. Oh no. No. Yeah, that's time to move. She does that attack continuously. I could... She should be going into second phase. There we go. You got it. I thought she would have went to the second phase. There it is. She should be... Yeah, because more of the arena is getting broken apart. There. Okay. This is where I'll use Temporal. Because she will become more relentless with all of her attacks, and then these will go off. So her second phase, and it's primarily because she is actually low on health. Now, how low? I don't know. Problem is trying to fight her in that section is almost impossible. You have to drag her out of there. Could knock her into this wall. And she becomes highly relentless. So when she like does like this big boom attack, it will... But she can also do that. She can spam it. Now, do I like that? Not really. one of the reasons I don't particularly find Char as like one of my favorites is kind of how her attacks become like it's good. She's a good, you know, monster for where she is in the category. Sorry. The problems I have with her fight has to do with how she. But that doesn't actually hit you, but okay. Yeah, no. Why is that so stupid? And then she will do this, because I think she's going in the middle to do her super bomb attack. No, wait, yes, run away. Nope, I ain't getting in the middle of that. Fuck you, bitch. That now turns all of that land back into normal stuff for you to fuck around with. I do kind of need to get knocked down on this side, so I'm gonna do this. That is what? Okay, alright. Alright, you are a bitch ass cunt. I hope you know this. I'm going to be telling your mother about you. Yeah, I kinda had no choice. Oh! 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 No! No! No, mamacita! Fuck away with that bullshit. Why are you doing that? Why? It does really become the sense of where it's like... Okay. I only have like regular potions now. I hope you're happy. You're a bitch. This is it's kind of one of the problems I don't particularly like her fight, and it's why a lot of people look at what is it? When you think of like big monster threats and whatever, you kind of think of like this fight to be like one of the best in the franchise. If you don't agree, you really do not play Monster Hunter enough to understand why. Shara is cool, don't get me wrong. Shara is probably one of the coolest monsters in this game. The problem is the way of how Shara's fight goes. I didn't even know I can hide from that. Well, I frame it properly. That actually did not look like that was going to be the attack. But what do I know? I do need to change this. She is actually on like... And that wall is now gone because when she froze that, can't really do much. Sure, remember. She turned whatever gets turned to sand, and then whatever doesn't. Oh god, nope. Problem is how you control that during the fight. You can't control it much. Dear Lord, could you not? Because once most of this arena becomes sand, you can't do much other, unless like you're asking to get hit. It's like, this is your safe area. You now have to get Shara to come over here or to reset the entire arena again. And when most of the arena is sand, she will throw the Spirit Bomb. That's her conditions. Safest point, near her. And if she does this attack, know that this is probably the most bullshit thing she could do. Know that. Know that for a fact. Because that is bullshit. Also, this is also free damage, if you're wondering. I know a little bit too much about this fight, primarily because, of course, I don't think Elder Seal works that well on her. I guess we'll don't. That's still a weird thing that she can just instantly transition into another attack. But okay, game. Okay, I'll respect it, I guess. I am very much pussyfooting her on this fight. I don't like this fight as much. Like, really? Really? It took you that long to get the Stagger? Oh. Oh, and mind you, that is risky as hell because of how that hitbox is. But yes, if she does those attacks and whatever, she can reset the arena. I am getting so low. Please tell me I have dust. Unless I put it away. I put it away. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. No, the second my character did he stumble, I knew the effect already went off. Charge Vault as a fight is good if you can prepare for it. The problem is her counter is either Tremor Resistance and Rock Steady. If you don't get either, you're kind of just fucked for the entire fight. It's kind of like it's a check that I don't particularly like just because it does feel like, hey, she's gonna now do all of this. You're in her playing field, which is, you know, fine with me. But no, you can't really do much in the fight due to the fact that it is her arena. It's not like the final boss of... Why didn't I get a... No, that did not work. Okay, well. Her fight is fine. The problem that I have with it, and I did do this with Longsword, right, is when she starts denying half of the arena, you can't do shit. This is like, you can't do anything to counteract against it. You just have to basically look at the areas that are not completely taken over and just hope to God that you can like get out of the way of like certain attacks. Like, once you get the conditions to basically do the super bomb, you have to get out of the way. You can't do anything. You just have to accept it. And I didn't know that actually hits as far as it does. And also she can hit you in between it. The reason why it's not particularly one of my more favored fights is when I started realizing with different weapons how her attacks work in general. It really does not like it at all when you do particular movements and things like that. And if you don't have, like, let's just say Temporal Mantle, because I went out of my way to get this for a very good reason. If you don't have like stuff like Temporal, then some of the fights in this is god awful. Especially her fight. So it really becomes a case of like, were they right for developing it this way, or because a lot of her checks are not good checks. And as cool as the fight is and everything else, like, I do like her fight. It really could have been, you know, better. Because it's not that hard. It's not what I consider a hard fight. You just are gonna get done in, not mainly by her attacks, but when she starts denying you the entire arena. I'm not celebrating because most of the fights in the world are not what I would consider my favorite. If it's for Ultimate, yeah, I could like some of them, but I also dislike some of the arenas in 4 Ultimate. So it really just comes down to preference at that point. Do I think I could have prepared better for this fight? Yes, but I got it done, and I'm not looking to, you know, do much more than that. Sure, Ishvalda, a fight that was memorable when first time, but when you don't really have that equipment to fight it, it really becomes bad. Now, am I gonna hold that up for Vitalis? We will see. Vitalis is a fight in Monster Hunter that I consider the pinnacle of difficulty. Not Malzeno, because Malzeno does too much. Let's be real, and not even pre-Mal, because pre-Mal can go suck a dick. He's cool, but the nigga does like way too many attack sequences. It doesn't feel like a hunt at that point. It kind of feels like you're playing a character action game in a Monster Hunter game, but you're not the character, the monster is, which does make sense, let's be real. But
This investigation, the old Everwhelm, all of it.
I do enjoy a lot of the combat in this game, especially with the way how Encyclave works and everything else. And the best thing, monsters don't track you halfway across the arena with some of their bullshit attacks. Imagine trying to play Encyclave, right? And your only answer to, like, with your evasion, like the backup, right? If you position it properly, you could like dodge some attacks. You can't dodge shit with monsters like turning around like a full 180 to do like one attack.
There's no time.
And it's the same thing with Generations, where I had the issues like, bitch, I'm trying to position. The fuck you mean I have to now go an extra 50 meters in front of me as soon as you do the attack in this one minute timing because you decided to turn around a full 180 to smack me. And that would happen sometimes with certain monsters in Generations. It's kind of also why I don't particularly like Rise as high. It's very hard to kind of put Rise as my favorite, because there's a lot of things that could have made it great and perfect, but there are a lot of things that held it back. We ain't even going to be talking about the anomaly system, and I complain a lot, I realize, but the Monster Hunter team is learning at what to do and what not to do, and refining it very slowly. Wilds will probably be the process of them trying to refine off of World, and then refining the process further. I'm very sure that it took a lot of these suggestions from, oh, the bitch is alive. Hey yo, don't worry. The homeboy will take care of him. I ain't gonna do shit. Yo, round 2? Nah. Y'all, put away your weapons. This nigga about to get packed up quicker than we could say lasagna. Yo, Nerg, beat his ass.
It's alive?
Pack him up. I don't want to see his ass. Pack him up tonight. It's afternoon, but fuck. Yeah, that's what I know. That's the homeboy. That's what I know you can do. Still got violated by me though. You know you can't pack me up. That ain't never happening. Now get your bitch ass out of here before I pack you up even further. That's what I know, bitch.
Go figure. Just another link in the
But yeah, I enjoy a lot of the Monster Hunter games. A lot. Each one have their own quirks. World, I would not say is a refinement of 4 because of a lot of decisions they took when making it. And that's simply just the case with a lot of the fights. Now, if I was running this like with the dual blade set that I had, yeah, sure, would have gone packed up like way quicker than I would have, than what I would usually expect. But regardless, I got through the fight, and the whole point is to beat the fight, so I can actually get off. Because I was not supposed to be doing the stream. It is 4 o'clock. I wasn't supposed to do a stream today. I just wanted to get this done. And I still have to do a stream tomorrow. We're going back to RE7. Fuck me. Oh, God. I kind of wish that the Hunter's Hub did look more.
Back there when I couldn't handle the pressure, I realized I wasn't ready. Maybe I'll
Wait. Was Aiden flirting with the Gill Hub? You kidding me?
If I was in a dangerous spot, you'd be fine if you lost your cool and went a little nuts. It shows that you care.
The huntsman without his helmet began the Goblin Slayer treatment. God damn it! I still love the Monster Hunter franchise. It still remains as one of my favorites.
Now that it's settled, what's our next job?
About that.
Unbelievable. The Legiana Abnormality, Velcana, and the other Elder Dragons are linked to the old Everworld.
I'm definitely gonna take a little rest after this.
We saw with our own eyes that it did, and it rooted itself in the Eversphere. But despite our best efforts, I'm afraid
The one thing I do kind of find weird is Wiles in all of this.
took its sweet time.
I do know most of the lore for Wiles.
Influence and then
It still doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, constructs are one thing.
Things reach
We kind of already knew that.
the abnormalities start showing up.
Wait, if that's the case, won't the ecosystem eventually just destroy itself?
Are they drinking sake? Really? Sake?
that's where
Alright.
Nergi Gante comes in.
I do kind of wonder how Monster Hunter beer tastes like. Monster Hunter released the beer. Release how the beer tastes. I want to know, is it that refined good shit?
Detect irregularities and balance itself.
Like, come on.
Perhaps against such a
We
large
should know, please. It would be nice. Beautiful, even.
Nergigante.
Looks like we still have much to learn.
Uh,
So cool.
I am kind of more interested in the game and everything else.
We better get ready for our next assignment.
The next one.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, sir. Nergigante. We're gonna chase that thing until our legs give out. As always, we'll need you.
Can't stop now. My work isn't done yet.
Hmm.
For helping me discover the story behind the shard, I don't think I can thank you enough. You're really an inspiration. We all look up to you.
Dang it. The brother didn't even get close.
Need you
Alright.
more than ever. It's a lot of weight on your shoulders. But remember, I'll be right by your side. Just like in that story, The Tale of the Five. Wherever the star shines, the moon's close by. Now that's settled. Come on, partner. Here's to more adventures. Let's make some cheese.
Eh. Can I skip? No? Please? Okay, let's go through a long ass cutscene. This is beautiful. While waiting for the cutscene to finish. Oh god. No questions. Don't question any bit of it. Right. So what we're gonna probably be doing next, when the next time I do stream this game, since I'm gonna say this right now, I'm going to probably be doing the rest of the DLCs for RE7, including the Clancy ones. I am going to skip the bedroom one for several reasons. I'm probably gonna do most of the ones that make sense you could speed run. But besides that, I don't think I'm really gonna be dealing with anything else much. Because I know most of the DLCs and things like that be, you know, fine, I guess. I do very much would like to do the rest of the rest of Monster World's content. It would be... Ugh. Dear Lord, right. It would be interesting. Hmm. Also, no, I'm probably never going to do like a whole progress or whatever with with Rise. There's a reason for it. Yes, walls exist. I have a challenge in mind I want to do with Rise, and until I'm very certain that it is in the way that I would think of doing it, I'm probably just gonna be doing other things because I want to speedrun RE7 and break it down to the minute detail while doing it on Madhouse, since Madhouse is a speedrunner's wet dream with that game. Especially on PS4, it's a lot better to do the game on Madhouse, especially if you learn enemy locations and taking out and whatever. There's that. So I'm very exhausted. I'm not a very high energy individual. Especially when it comes to interactions. Oh, that's cool. A gate. And the handler is still in that outfit. You know, I should have probably changed her out of that outfit. But at this point, it's comedically funny.
For you.
So,
Hope you're ready. Come on.
because her hand is actually higher than what it's supposed to be because they did not place her book properly at all. They placed it lower because of where her waist is.
Hope you're ready.
Okay, because of how the outfit is, the book is actually lower than the point of where it is. So in this detail, like her hand is lower. Obviously, they, already made it part. I'm not gonna talk to him. I ain't even gonna give him that sense of respect. Because as soon as we go there, I believe it unlocks a certain lightning boy, but also a lot of other things as well. I will say this right now: I am not crafting Shara Ishvalda's weapon, which is right here. You can't even craft it. Reason why I'm not gonna craft it: yes, it has strength and spirit and strength, which are the two things you kind of want when running Insect Glaive, and is the biggest deciding factor to whether or not you're going to be using the weapon. Right? It is a fun aspect of the game for me. The reason why I'm not going to get this is even if I was to build a set for it, the weapon itself is not that good. It's more of a raw weapon than anything else, and doesn't particularly help in endgame. The weapon that I did use the most, I think the greatsword one looks really good. I could be wrong. Yeah, it looks alright. The one I used the most was the longsword when I initially played the game. Excuse. Primarily because it looked really, really good. Like, this looks really good. More likely I'm not gonna really touch that. I'm not even gonna touch his armor, because yes, single pieces of this armor is like extremely broken. Like, for instance, this is the arms. Is you're gonna want to make the arms, like, not with coalescence, just with this. Why? Crit boosts. It's your early chances of getting crit boosts in the game. It's probably why you're gonna run the arms the most. over anything else until you could get like crit boosts. Normally, you're kind of better off using that. It does suck because you will have to give up these, because there's not really a lot else that gives you weakness exploit. And in the end game, you kind of want to be using Theosh's armor set. Just that. I do think the other kin sets are supposed to be unlocked now. They're not. That's funny because I think they're tied to the oh god, the guiding lands. Fuck no. I'm god, tired as hell. Right, so that content will just be on hold. Next stream is gonna be Grindfest Central because we're gonna have to do a lot of shit in the Grindlands. For this game, I'm still probably not gonna do that. I do think the melt decoration is supposed to get. It did not increase. Alright. Regardless. What are you looking at? Okay. Right. So, thank you again for everybody for joining me on the stream. I am completely out of it. Probably gonna lie down a little bit. Then go and do whatever I was actually gonna plan to do today. Because I had to put that off a little bit because I was doing it, and then you know what, doesn't matter. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I will try to be a lot more consistent. When regards to the Resident Evil video, I'm going to probably say this, and I'm gonna say this right now. I am not satisfied with doing the Resident Evil 7 just video in general, because I was thinking through the ideas, right, and I was like working on it, and I was getting through it, and then halfway through, when I realized I was getting a lot of backseat help from my friend, I could not actually. I'm too much of like this perfectionist and like elitist to myself, not to anybody else, but just myself in general. So when he backseated a lot, it was helpful, don't get me wrong, but like I was playing like RE8 and I was enjoying it and I was having fun. And then I started to realize is like I was enjoying it more when I didn't have somebody constantly telling me like this and that and whatever, and have me like actively learn through my mistakes and whatever. Like it was nice. You didn't help me with the Mia part, and that's the one I actually did. Like when I look back and I really did enjoy afterwards, because like figuring out like a strategy, aside from like the one that he told me of, which you know is kind of nice to know. Just getting through like the entire part and everything, because is after getting that part, I did some research for myself, because I don't remember actually doing the run previously, and just that little bit of research helped me finish out the rest of the game without having to get backseated, and I kind of want to complete it. Would rather do a speed run on it, since I'm not really known to be a speedrunner for myself. So it will be like a very interesting thing to do for the most part. That will become a video. That will definitely become a video. But regardless, thank you. Thank you again for joining me on the stream, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Later.